Hello and welcome to Corizon TV. I'm your host, Kristen Presall. Clinical excellence is the cornerstone of the healthcare provided by Corizon every day. It is our mission to deliver safe, effective, and efficient services using best practices and evidence-based medicine. The National Commission on Correctional Health Care, or the NCCHC, is an organization that provides guidelines to ensure that quality health care is provided in jails, prisons, and juvenile facilities. Facilities which meet these guidelines can become accredited by the NCCHC. Our first story today is about a Corizon facility that not only received 2 perfect accreditation scores in a row, but was named Facility of the Year in 2013.
NCCHC standards are attainable, but it's a high mark of achievement when anyone gets a 100% score. There's currently some 500 correctional facilities around the country accredited. Many more are trying, but those are the best facilities in the country. Well, what it means for the facility, I hope, is great pride and satisfaction and validation of the hard work and good work that the staff does.
When naming Essex County Juvenile Detention Center in Newark, New Jersey, Facility of the Year, the NCCHC commended their staff for their outstanding clinical performance and team approach.
In Essex County Juvenile in particular, I know our team was so impressed with the collaborative efforts of the health staff and the custody staff and programming staff. Really an outstanding job by the group there. And to score 100% on an accreditation program is unusual, and we're very pleased to see it. And this was the second time in a row. We come on site about every 3 years, and both times 100%. So the site ought to be quite proud of their accomplishment.
We took our cameras to the Essex County facility to see firsthand some of the outstanding work that earned them this award. And as we found out, the key to success starts with quality health care.
We provide a comprehensive health care program to the juveniles there, which is integrated with the education department and the other departments within the facility. All the services required to get them where they are today.
Medical runs 24-hour. We're the only facility that has 24-hour medical care as a juvenile in Essex County. A typical day for the medical department, as soon as somebody comes in, they come into the intake department. Medical comes over, sees them, and then they'll go back to intake and they'll do the admitting inside the facility.
In addition to the outstanding medical care, another part of what makes the Essex County Juvenile program stand out is their focus on education. They offer a full day of school for the residents and provide assistance to help them graduate or earn their GED.
We're doing something that hasn't been done in the entire state. We give the kids a full school year day of 6.5 hours. But this is something that they recommended, and I strongly thought it was a good thing for us to do. We pride ourselves on the education thing because there's life after for these young kids. And we have to make sure they have the hope and that they're ready to be able to get out there and get trained. I mean, last year we had 18 kids that received their GED.
Most of the residents that we have here, they've strayed from school, the proper social structures. So we just help get them on the right track. And this approach has been very successful. We have kids graduate from here and go to college, to the military, find employment, become back and, talk to the residents here about the different, changes they have made in their life.
A unique and award-winning program at Essex County is an annual prom that the staff provides for the residents who graduate or get their GED.
About 8 years ago now, I said to them, we're going to give them a spring ball. I want the guys to wear tuxedos, and we're going to find some young ladies to come in, and we're going to teach them some etiquette skills, how to treat a date, how to do some ballroom dancing, the waltz.
One of the highlights of the year is the prom. It's just excellent how the atmosphere is completely changed, and you forget that you're actually in a detention center. How they decorate the gym, and the gym is no longer looking like the gym.
After the prom, there is a change in their behavior. And if you want to participate in the activities that we provide in school, that it's important that your behavior is good throughout the facility. We want you to be good citizens, show good citizenship throughout, not just be good for that event.
The Corizon medical team is an integral part of the staff at the facility. They work closely with the security staff and program directors on site to assure needs of the juvenile residents are being met.
We have a beautiful facility here. You guys are providing great health care for us here, but it's the men and women that are doing it each and every day and making it part of life.
I think what makes this place very special is because of the way everybody works together. Every morning I communicate with the warden of the facility. He works with medical. Come in, anything that's going on in the facility in reference to medical, I let him know it daily. After that is social services, if anything's going on with a kid, because residents sometimes leave out of here. They have to get physicals, so we'll see if anybody's leaving, if they need any physicals done before they leave, then we'll communicate. School for the same thing. That's what makes it a very good detention center. The communication, the way we work good together.
The success of the Essex County Juvenile Detention Center is a great example of teamwork and Corizon's ability to help our partners achieve their goals. It was just a decade ago that this facility was listed as one of the worst in New Jersey and was under a federal consent order. Today, it is one of the best in the nation. At the NCCHC conference in 2013, representatives from the Essex County facility were on hand to accept their award.
First of all, I was ecstatic just to think where we've come from and removing the federal consent order, and then to get this accreditation, this award out of 500 facilities, and we were chosen #1. I think it speaks very highly in our success and what we have done here together as a team.
They vacated a federally mandated court consent a few years ago, which led up to 2 consecutive 100% accreditations, and then capped off with the award. But I think the teamwork, the communication has proven things work there, and we're very proud of them.
The custody, we couldn't ask for a better partner with Director Green and his team. We did it together, and we could have never done it without him.
You know, we form a partnership with Corizon, which is a wonderful partnership. And, you know, they tend to the health issues of our juveniles. And, you know, it makes my job easier having them there.
Everything always depends on the health care, and Corizon, of course, has done an excellent job. They've been our partner since 1996. And there's no question they have a strong track record. We work together as a team.
We are certainly proud of Essex County, and we want to mention that Corizon facilities in neighboring Passaic and Union counties in New Jersey also earned perfect scores on their recent NCCHC audits. As you can see, Corizon teams are truly setting the standard in clinical excellence. For our Employee Spotlight, we're featuring Tim Gaddis, an IT specialist who works in Corizon's Western region. Now, when Tim isn't hard at work on the electronic medical record system in Wyoming, he spends his time cycling and organizing races. Every year, Tim racks up between 8,000 and 12,000 miles on his bike.
Cycling for me it's just an opportunity to get outside and take full advantage of the beautiful state of Wyoming that we live in and maintain a real healthy lifestyle. But we live in an area that's just gorgeous outside. There's so many recreational activities, and cycling gives you the opportunity to do both road experience and just get outside and just ride and be free, and also enjoy the mountains by getting out and getting on the trails, really experiencing some of the hidden beauties of the state that you don't get to see from the roadside.
It was the competitive nature of cycling that first drew Tim to the sport in college. Today, in addition to competing in events, Tim helps those who are less experienced during races.
And got a little bit competitive and just really enjoyed that competitive nature as well. The riding with a group and one guy's a little bit ahead and you just can't have him ahead because you want to be in front. I think my competitive nature kind of came out. It just almost became a little bit of an addiction to ride. Trying to develop a real strong cycling community and a real healthy community. It's important not only to participate in a lot of these events, but make sure that these events continue on. I did a lot of support on the back end for the riders. I would ride the race, but I would ride behind everybody and just make sure that the last person is not in trouble, they're not having any medical issues or mechanical issues, and just kind of encourage them to finish the section of the race that they're on. We're trying to be advocates for bicycle safety, be advocates to get the young kids out on their bicycles and really enjoy a sport that Wyoming really caters to.
The health benefits of exercise are easy to see, from increased energy to smaller waistlines and a more positive outlook. Tim shares how cycling has been good for his body and his soul.
One of the real benefits of riding a bicycle in Wyoming is just health aspects of it. For me personally, I've experienced some better health issues, become healthier, lost a little bit of weight. It's really good for your mental outlook on life as well. You're having a really stressful day, you just get out there and you just become one with the environment and just be able to clear those bad thoughts out of your mind and get ready for a new day tomorrow. I kind of just have a get out there and do it kind of attitude. I'm not really one to sit around and wait for things to really kind of happen. So I like to kind of get out and proactively talk to people, proactively get outside, proactively do a lot of things before they're broken, you know, keep myself healthy before it breaks, those sorts of ideas. And I think cycling helps me do that.
Thanks, Tim, for sharing your passion for health and wellness and cycling with us. I think we can all be inspired by the dedication you have for the sport. Corizon employees have once again been showing their team spirit by supporting several organizations within their communities. With winter weather canceling hundreds of blood drives, the corporate office in Tennessee was lucky the winter weather held off, giving 21 employees the opportunity to give life-saving donations. March was Red Cross Month, so if you didn't get a chance to support them, maybe you can make a difference this month by donating blood in your local community. Our St. Louis operations team sent volunteers to work with Food Outreach, the only St. Louis area organization whose mission is to provide nutritional support and enhance the quality of life for men and women and even children living with HIV, AIDS, or cancer. The organization broke a record in 2012, serving more than 500,000 meals to those in need. We're proud of our Corizon volunteers for being part of the team who helped to pack and distribute those meals. The corporate office sent 13 volunteers, that's a record for a one-time visit, to the Nashville Rescue Mission to help serve lunch to homeless men in the Nashville area. This makes the third opportunity Corizon has had to volunteer with this organization, and they're always glad to see us. The Rescue Mission is a Christ-centered community dedicated to helping the hungry, homeless, and hurting. They strive to restore hope and transform lives, and this Corizon group was proud to bring their energy and smiling faces to serve for the afternoon. Our Virginia regional team recently took a plunge into the Atlantic Ocean as part of a fundraiser to benefit Virginia's Special Olympics. Braving 30-degree temperatures and even colder water temperatures, the Prison Stripe group walked arm in arm into the frigid water. Over $1.1 million was raised for Special Olympics Virginia, with at least $100 coming from each Corizon participant. Thanks to the Virginia team for very literally taking the plunge for a great cause. February 2014 marked the 50th anniversary of American Heart Month, and some Corizon sites chose to once again participate in the American Heart Association's National Wear Red Day. Over 10 years ago, National Wear Red Day was actually started to raise awareness of heart disease in women. As the #1 killer of women in the United States, heart disease claims more lives than all forms of cancer combined. Lots of red was worn to show support for the cause. March 21st marked the 9th anniversary of World Down Syndrome Day. Employees at the corporate and operations offices took part in the Lots of Socks campaign to participate in bringing awareness to Down syndrome. The idea behind Lots of Socks is to wear something people will ask you about, so you're given the opportunity to talk about the topic. On March 21st, 3-2-1 was chosen as the day to celebrate because of the trisomy of the 21st chromosome that causes Down syndrome. As always, Corizon employees like to show their support by giving back to the communities in which they live and work. Great job, Team Corizon. And that concludes this episode of Corizon TV. So until next time, thanks for watching.